Dear friend, welcome to Disaster Scope. Imagine waking up to find your entire street turned into a river, and before you can even react, giant hailstones the size of your fist start smashing down, breaking windows and denting cars. This isn't a scene from a movie. This is exactly what happened in Guangdong, China, as a sudden, powerful storm brought massive flooding and record-breaking hail, turning a normal day into a fight for safety. Grab your coffee, hit like to support calm, fact-based reporting, and let's dive in. That flooded roads within minutes. Streets became rivers, parking lots vanished underwater, underground became darkness. In the hail, chunks of ice, some the size of baseballs, down with terrifying speed, shattering car windshields. The sounds of the hailstones hitting metal the sound of bombs. In cities like Guangzhou, Shenzhen, and Zhuhai, rainfall rates exceeded 110 millimeters in just a few hours. Rivers already swollen from previous rain quickly spilled over, flooding entire districts. Meanwhile, winds gusted over 160 kilometers per hour, bending trees and ripping branches, adding to the chaos. Power lines snapped, leaving entire blocks without electricity, while phone and internet signals became spotty as water reached underground relay stations. Residents tried to move their cars to higher ground, but many vehicles were swept away as the water levels rose faster than anyone expected.
này mà đem chả để đâu vậy đang đó vậy? Tại vì sao mà còn không đi nữa?
好多水炮车，你看那个塔都已经安到那里了。
The hailstorm was one of the most severe in recent memory. Videos from local residents showed ice chunks falling like bullets, punching holes through plastic rooftops, breaking tiles, and even injuring pedestrians caught outside. Farmers in the outskirts of Guangdong watched helplessly as hail destroyed vegetable fields and damaged aquaculture ponds, wiping out weeks of hard work within minutes. Car dealerships saw rows of vehicles with shattered windshields, while storefronts and homes had their windows blown out, letting rain pour inside. Local authorities activated the highest flood control protocols. Emergency alerts blared through the streets, urging residents in high-risk zones to evacuate immediately. Helicopters were dispatched to rescue people stranded on rooftops, while boats navigated streets now indistinguishable from rivers, pulling families trapped by floodwaters to safety. Temporary shelters were set up in schools, gyms, and community centers across Guangdong, with thousands seeking refuge overnight. Power outages affected entire cities, while water treatment plants in several districts were shut down to prevent contamination. In coastal areas, seawalls struggled to hold back storm surges, with some places reporting breaches that worsened the flooding. Industrial hubs like Dongguan and Shenzhen saw warehouses filled with electronics, textiles, and machinery submerged, with estimated losses running into billions of yuan. Major highways and rail lines were shut down due to flooding and landslides, halting deliveries and disrupting daily life across the province. Families were seen using inflatable boats and makeshift rafts to rescue neighbors. Volunteers joined rescue teams, helping elderly residents move to higher floors. Parents held children tightly as they waded through waist-deep water, while rescue workers carried people on their backs to dry ground. At night, many slept in shelters, sharing food and stories, waiting for the waters to recede. Despite the fear, there were moments of kindness and courage, neighbors checking on each other, strangers helping strangers, and rescue teams working around the clock to keep people safe. skies began to clear, the damage became visible. Streets were littered with debris, cars stacked on each other, and mud-coated sidewalks and roads. For many, the hardest part had just begun, cleaning up, salvaging what they could, and figuring out how to rebuild after losing everything in just a few hours. The remnants of the storm continued to bring rain, increasing the risk of landslides and additional flooding in already saturated areas, making the road to recovery long and uncertain. This storm in Guangdong was a harsh reminder of nature's power and the resilience of communities when faced with sudden disaster. Thank you for watching Disaster Scope, where we bring you clear, calm, and factual reports on nature's most intense moments. If you found this helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe to support our work so we can continue to bring you real stories that matter. Stay informed, stay safe, and see you in the next one.